Over here in this panel, our project area, I'm going to go ahead and click on this new item. We've used this once before to change the color of the mat, which is this pink area. This time I'm going to use it to click add a new sequence. And I'm just going to hit OK here. This is my new sequence. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to call it zoom in. So I have my new sequence with nothing in it over here. I also want to show you some of these tools over here. Typically, I like this list view, but sometimes I want to see something like really fast. So I'm looking for this basketball player so I can see an icon view. So I can drag this on. I'm going to change the sequence settings. And I can toggle between my list view and my icon view. So those two buttons would help me out with that. Other than checking out some things in this project panel, I'm interested in zooming in on this guy as he hits that slam dunk. So I want to zoom in on my video. So not only does this, it's almost like a drone flying over this guy slam dunking, but now I want to just take the video and zoom in on it. So I have to use this effects control panel, but you might not see it. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. To get that, you're going to go to Window, Effect Controls. And that opens it up, but you don't see anything until you actually click on what you want to change. And I have this timeline here, but I also have it up here, and the playhead's in the same spot. So I wanted to start zooming in right about here. Yep, right as he's jumping. And I have to adjust the scale. So it's not the position that I'm going to be animating. I'm going to be zooming in using scale. So I'm going to tell it that I want to do something by clicking on this icon that looks like a ring. And that sets a keyframe there. So I want to start something here. By the time it gets to this, just about the point where he's going to slam dunk, I wanted to zoom in. So I'm going to add a keyframe, and then on this keyframe, what do I want it to do? And I'm going to click on this 100 and I'm going to drag it. So I'm really focused in on this guy. And then I'm going to say, okay, he slam dunks, and he's done. So now I want it to zoom back out. So I'm going to start it zooming back out. So I'm going to hit another frame because I want it to start something. And then maybe by this point, I want it to be back down to 100. And I can actually type in 100. I don't have to click and drag. So if we play this video, it's not just a flyover, but it zooms in and zooms out of the video in that one area. And I can do that for any of these things. I can zoom in, I can mess with the position as well. But before I go to position or do anything else, I want you to know that maybe this is happening too fast for me or too early. I can move these keyframes around. I can even click on two of them and drag them. I can click on one and move it. And that changes everything. So you can slow the animation down. Maybe I want it to be a really slow zoom in, and that will slow that down. I'm going to slow it out as well. So let's see the difference. It's a lot easier of a zoom, just is a lot easier on the eyes. And so these keyframes help you change the dynamic. You can zoom in, you can focus on one thing.